Hey, girls and boys, it's Mr. McAndrew, the math coach. How are you doing? We've been doing a lot of work with candy this week, right? Helping out Bob, looking at pieces of candy, putting them into bags where you can fill up a bag with 10 pieces of candy, and then also taking 10 bags and filling up a candy tin, which is even larger. So I would expect that this is a new concept, right? So we're still working on it, and we'll continue to work on it. So we're going to take a little bit of a break from that today and tomorrow, and get into back into some just basic adding and subtracting with some word problems. But before we do that, I just want to show you one thing which might help some of you kind of make sense of what we've been doing this week. Okay, so the idea here, if this has been hard for you, what I want to make sure you do come away with is this idea that if we have, in the number system, we have different places that numbers can go. And we have the ones place, the tens place, the hundreds place. It even goes to the thousands, 10,000s. It goes up to it goes on and on and on. But for right now, we're just dealing with the ones, tens, and hundreds. And what I want to make sure you understand is that in the ones place, you can have, like, if this was candy, you can just have individual pieces of candy, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pieces of candy. But once we have 10 of something, we want to group it together and put it into what we might call like a bag. Okay, like in the candy project, we called it a bag of candy. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these 10 pieces of candy into one bag of candy and move it over here. Okay, so anytime that we have 10 of something in a place value, we want to group them together and move them over to the next place value. So instead of having 10 ones, we're going to have one bag of 10. Okay? So we also saw that when we have a lot of bags of candy, so here's one bag of 10, and here's another bag of 10, so that would be 20 pieces, right? And this would be 30 pieces. You can count with me. 40 pieces, 50 pieces, let's put it down here, 60 pieces, 70 pieces, 80 pieces, can't see the whole bag, that's all right, 90 pieces, and then that would be 100 pieces of candy, because you have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So you have, just like we had 10 ones, we now have 10 bags of 10s, or we call them 10 tens. We have 1 10, 2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tens. Okay? So the same way that we did with the ones, where we put them all together and made them into a bag, we can put these together and put them into what we called, in Bob's project, we called it a candy tin, right? So I'm going to click this button right here, and whoa, it makes it into 100. So inside this, say, candy tin, there are 10 bags, and each bag has 10 pieces of candy in it. So if I were to go the other way, right? Sorry, if I were to go, let me move my head over here. Boop-a-doo. If we were to go to the other way, if I were to open up this tin of candy, then I go like this. Okay, so whoa, I can see inside this tin, right, I have 10 bags. 1, 2, 3, 4, let's see, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so it's 10 bags, and in each of those bags are 10 pieces of candy. So watch, if I open it up, boop, there they go. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so you can see we can go like across this way with the place value or back again. We can put them in bags or tins, and we can also open them up. Okay, so that's really the point of what I was trying to get you to see this week. All right, so let's move on to, we have a riddle puzzle to do today. So in your math packet, it'll look like, oh, here I am. Okay, so it'll look like this. It'll say Riddle Puzzle Thursday, and it says, where do, that should say do, not to, where do turkeys sleep at night? I don't know. So it's a puzzle we have to figure out. So you've never done this before, boys and girls, so I don't think. So I'm going to help you do it today. I do want to point out that in your math packet, there's also a page that says Thursday. Use this space to solve the riddle puzzles if you need it. Okay? So we've been doing a lot of word problems this year, and you have a lot of materials to help you with it. You, for example, have number cubes that you could use to help you, right? You have red and yellow counters that you could use to help you. You have your pencil with space to write, and we've been drawing pictures, different number lines and 10 frames and circles to represent things. So you have a lot of different ways that you can solve these problems. So I'm going to show you how this works, okay, and it's going to be fun, okay? So let me read the first one to you. It says, Clark had 4 corn cobs. Okay, so first of all, if you don't have the paper out yet, please get it. Pause the video, go get the paper, and then come back. Okay, so everyone with me? Okay, so Clark, whoever that is, had 4 corn cobs. It's like those things that you eat, corn on the cob, yum, 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 yum. Tess gave him 7 corn cobs. That seems like a lot of corn, boys and girls, but what are you going to do? How many corn cobs does Clark have now? Okay, so what I want you to do is use the space that you have, that I've given you, okay? And you can use your tools, you can draw a picture, and see if you can figure out if Clark already had 4 corn cobs and Tess gave him 7 more, how many does Clark have now? Okay, so what I want to say, boys and girls, is it's very important to pause the video like you've been doing all week to work on your place value work, okay? And I want you to give it a shot before I show you what I do. The way you solve it might be similar to what I do. It might be very different. But if you don't try, then your brain's not going to grow. So your job right now is to pause the video and work on this for a minute and then come back when you're ready. Okay, so 3, 2, 1, pause the video. All right, so how did you do? All right, I'll tell you right now, I got the answer of 11. Did you get 11? If you did not get 11, then let's learn. If you did get 11, then great. I want you to see if the way you did it, is it similar to the way I'm doing it, or is it different? That's what I want you to do. Okay, so one thing to do is to use your counters. All right, so corn is yellow, so I'll use yellow. So he said Clark had 4 corn on the cob, so I'll put down 4. And then I said he got 7 more. So I'm going to add 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That gets me to 10, because I see a 10 frame. And then 1 more gets me to 11. Okay, so I could have thought in my head, 4 plus 6 gets me to 10, plus 1 more is 11. That's one way you could have done it. Okay, you just count them all up, you get 11. You could have used your cubes, same way that you use the counters. You could have used 2 different colors. You could have done 4 here and then flip them over to red and add the 7. So here you can see 4 plus 7 still equals 11, right? Now if you were drawing, there's a few different things you could have done. You could have drawn, let's say 4 circles, right? And then added more circles. Let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 11. Did anybody do it that way? Raise your hand if you use the red and yellow counters. Raise your hand if you use the cubes. Okay? You could have used a number line, right? You could go like this, and you could say, okay, if this is 0 and this is 4, I now have to go up 7. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I landed on 11. Okay? So there's a lot of ways that you could have done this. Maybe you found a different way of doing it than even I did. So let's go back to our riddle. Okay? And it says, what is the 6th letter in your answer? So what we do is we write down the word 11. And that's how you spell 11. The 6th letter in 11 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is an N. Okay, I'm going to put an N. So the first, this is going to be an N right there. Do you see where it says a 1 right there for N? And up here it has a 1 for N. Okay? I want you to solve the next problem. I think you can do it on your own. I'm just going to read it to you real quick. It says, Luna had 7 cranberries. She ate 3 cranberries. Yum, 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 yum. How many cranberries does Luna have now? Okay? So come back when you've done that. Pause the video. Use your tools. And I'll see you in a minute. All right, so you should have gotten 4. 7 take away 3 is 4. Okay? And the 4th letter in 4 is an R. So that's a 2, so I'm going to put an R right here. Okay, so you can write that down as well if you don't have it yet. So pause it and write that down. Now the next problem I'm going to read to you, it's a little bit more tricky, okay? It says, James had 2 pies. Adam gave him some more. Okay, so James had 2 pies. Adam gave him some more. We don't know how much, right? How many pies? Sorry. Now, James has 3 pies. How many pies did Adam give James? Okay, so boys and girls, pause the video and think about if James has 2 pies and Adam gave him some more, and now he has 3 pies, how many pies did Adam give him? All right, write down what you think. All right, so what do you think? So if he had 2 and now he has 3, you can see that Adam gave him 1 more, right? So he gave him 1 more. And the 3rd letter is an E. I'm going to do a capital E. So 3 is E. I wonder what the answer is going to be. Where do turkeys sleep at night? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Okay, last problem. Let's read it together. It says, Annie had 9 yarns. She ate some of them. Wait, yarns? Oh, yams. Do you know what a yam is? It's like a sweet potato. Yeah, it's like a sweet potato. She ate some of them. We don't know how many she ate, right? Let me put down 9 yams. Okay, so we're going to pretend these are yams. There's 9. Now she has 1 yam. What happened? How many yams did Annie eat? She ate a lot of yams. She must love her sweet potatoes. So use your counters or draw some pictures and see if you can figure out. If she started with 9 and she ended up with only 1, how many did she have to eat? And write down your answer. So pause the video right now and work on this. Please, I will see you in a few minutes. All right, so what did you guys get? I'll tell you what I got. I got the answer of 8. Okay, and I'll show you how I got it. See if this is how you did it. If I'm showing 9, I'm going to flip these over until I get to 1. Each one that I flip over represents that she ate it. So she ate this, she ate this. Yum, 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 yum. Get it? Yum, 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 yum. All right, all the way down to 1. She's left with 1 that she did not eat. So how many did she eat? She ate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She ate 8. 8, if you can get that. So the first letter in my answer is E, and I'm going to put E up here. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so does anybody know the answer to this? Where do they sleep at night? Anybody? We don't know. It says something N, something R-E-E something. So I'm going to tell you, on trees. Yeah, isn't that funny? They sleep on trees. Go figure. Okay. All right, boys and girls. We'll do this again tomorrow, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.